Hey parents, so this is Miss Becky again, and I just kind of wanted to send you another quick video so that you're not overwhelmed today with the homework sheet. Again, this is another pretty tricky lesson. We spent a long time today in math. I try to work one-on-one with each student, and of course they got it finally when I was working with them one-on-one, but I want you to kind of see how I talk them through it so that can help you at home. Again, we will not stay with this way that we're doing the addition, okay? This is just a way for them to initially see how we will break down numbers into their tens and ones and how we can take a group of 10 ones and turn it into a 10 stick, okay? So again, it won't stay this way throughout math. We will move to just the basic vertical addition where we carry, and that's what we're used to, at least I'm used to growing up. But I want to show you what we did today. So this is the actual homework sheet. Okay, so what they did was over here, they put the number 15, which is 1 10 stick and 5 ones. And then we have over here plus 9, so they have 9 ones. So I tell the students the first thing that they need to do is to look at the picture. How many 10 sticks do they see? Okay, we see 1 10 stick. So we're going to, in this box where it says blank 10 and blank ones, we're going to write down how many 10 sticks do we see, and we see 1 10, okay? And then we need to count how many ones do we see total, okay? So if your child is doing this with me, we're going to count out the total number of ones. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we put what and how many ones? 14. So we're going to write the number 14 because that's the total number of ones that we have. We have 1 10 and we have 14 ones. That's all we've done so far. Okay, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. After we have written that down, we're going to now count out how many ones? 10, because 10 ones make a 10 stick. We need 10, a group of 10 to make the 10 stick, right? So they're supposed to count out 10 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what I do is I tell them we're going to circle that little group of 10, okay? So we grouped them up by 10, and then I tell them to draw a little line like this over, okay, to show that we're going to take these 10 ones and we're going to move them and turn them into a 10 stick, okay? So all I did was take 10 ones, turn it into a 10 stick over here, all right? So now we're renaming this word renamed as. So now we look at the picture, and how many 10 sticks do we see? 1, 2 10 sticks. So that's 2 10s. And when we count up the ones now, we only need to count the ones that I say we are left out of the grouping. How many did we not group? And that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 ones. Because we took the other ones and we grouped them into a 10 stick, but 4 were left over. So we put those left over here. All right? So now it just becomes expanded form. 2 10s is worth how much? 10, 20. So we'll put 20 down here on the bottom, okay? And we just bring this 4 ones, we just bring it back down in the problem. All I do is bring it back down here. So 20 plus 4 equals 24, okay? So what I told the students today, and I know that we look at it and say, oh, this is easy. Why don't we just count them all up together and then that's our answer? Right, and that's where we'll eventually move to, where we won't have to do all of this stuff with it, okay? So, again, I'm going to do one more with you in case you want to follow along or your child wants to follow along. Let's go on to number 2, okay? Number 2. So, the first thing that we do is we look at the picture. How many 10 sticks do we see? 2 10 sticks. So we're going to put 2 10s, because that's what I see there. And we're going to count out the total number of ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 ones. That's all we've done so far, okay? But now we're going to, this keyword right here, we're going to rename it. That means we're going to group up how many ones to make a 10 stick? 10 ones. So let's count out 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's circle a group of 10. Grouped up 10, and I'm going to bring those over and make a what? Turn it into a 10 stick. Okay? So all I did was I counted out 10 ones and made it a 10 stick. Okay? So now, when we fill in, how many 10 sticks do we have now? 1, 2, 3 10s. Okay? And ones, how many do we have left out of the grouping? Just this little one right here. So we just have 1 because this is the only one that's left out. It didn't get grouped. Okay? So, expanded form, 3 10s is equal to, the value of it is 10, 20, 30. Okay? And then we just bring down our 1. So the answer is 30 plus 1 equals 31. Okay? So I hope that this helps you a little bit. I know, trust me, it's tricky for all the students. We worked a really long time today, and we'll just do the best we can. Again, we don't stay with this way. You'll see it again in second grade. They will do something similar in a chapter in second grade, so that's why I do want them to be able to do it. But just know that this is not how we're going to continue to add. It's not always going to be just breaking it down and doing all this crazy stuff, okay? So, don't worry if your child is kind of having trouble. You can have them follow along on 1 and 2, and then that'll kind of show you how to talk through it with them for 3 and 4 on the back, okay? It's simple. On the back, all they're doing is writing the number represented here. Count this side, okay? And then count the total for the answer. And then down here for numbers 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, the directions tell us we need to draw 10 sticks and ones to picture the numbers and then complete the problem, okay? So a lot of times the kids just want to put the answer, and I'm trying to really get them to pay attention to the directions to make sure we're doing everything we're supposed to be. So 24 plus 13 here, that's going to be 2 10 sticks, okay? So we're just going to do 10, 20, and if they want to turn it this way, they can too, like they did up here. 21, 22, 23, 24. So we've represented 24. And now 13 is going to be 1 10 stick and 3 1s. Okay, so that's all we're doing for this bottom part. Okay, we're just showing each number represented by 10s and 1s. Okay, and then it makes it pretty simple when we find our answer here. Okay, we can count 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, okay? 37, okay? That's for the horizontal problems. When you go into vertical, again, they should be able to do this. I like to always circle the ones place like this first, okay? Add the ones, add the 10s, but don't forget to show over here. You need to show 40 with 10 sticks and then show 8 ones. Don't forget to do your 10s and 1s for each number. Okay, and then on the bottom, this is just a word problem, and we're going to, again, draw 10s and 1s and figure out our number sentence, and over here is where we're going to do our 10 sticks to represent it. Okay, so I know that was a lot of information, but I do hope that that helps you somewhat. Again, we're going to do a lesson tomorrow exactly like this. They won't have a homework sheet go home because it will be Wednesday tomorrow, but I will go over it again tomorrow. We'll spend more time on it. And on the test that is on Friday, I think they only have maybe 1 or 2 problems where they're going to have to actually do something like this, okay? So it'll take time, but they'll get it. It's just a new way to look at things, but we won't stay that way. We will go back to, I like to call it the old school way, which is how I learned growing up. So no worries, but I hope that helps. Have a good Tuesday.